Hi everyone, I am Stefano. Welcome back to my channel, FragRobe, your fragrance wardrobe. In this channel, we are talking about fragrances and we try together to build a bigger and better fragrance wardrobe. If it's your first time here, please consider hitting the subscribe button. It's gonna really help the channel growing. Today, we're gonna do something a little bit different. We're gonna do a top 10 designers list for the fall. Summer is pretty much gone. We are all sad because we love the beautiful weather. It's been warm and hot outside. But now we are literally diving into fall, which is not a bad thing, let me tell you, because I think one of my absolute favorite fragrances are most wearable during fall and winter. Without further ado, let's dive straight into the list. At number 10, Aramis Tobacco Reserve. I'm not completely sure if Aramis is a designer niche indie brand because I'm not really, this is my first fragrance from that house, but for the price and for what it is, I think it definitely deserves a spot into the list. This one is a woody aromatic tobacco fragrance. The tobacco here is definitely the main player and I think it is done really well. It's not a dry, harsh tobacco, it's more on a sweet side, can be maybe a pipe tobacco if you wish. There is a sweetness in the base that really gives this scent some body and some smoothness as well. I think it's really smooth. So definitely to check out for fall, Tobacco Reserve from Aramis. At number 9, we've got Bentley for Men Intense. This one is probably the cheapest one of the bunch, so it's really affordable. It's a boozy fragrance, which is pretty well done for the price, in my opinion. It is an oriental spicy, so we've got some spice in here with a pretty decent rum accord. People are really divided on this one. You either love it or hate it. There are people that just scrub this off, they cannot stand that. There are other people that really love it. I quite like it. Of course, it's not my favorite, but I think for the price, I think you cannot go wrong with this one. Bentley for Men Intense. Number 8 spot, Dolce Gabbana D1 EDP. This one is a spicy balsamic with some tobacco and amber going on. It's a really amazing scent. It's beautiful. It's really sits close to the skin, so I think it's perfect for a date night. So it doesn't project well because performance are pretty much the weakness of this fragrance. It's a beautiful scent again, but doesn't last long, doesn't project beast mode. So it might be perfect to just go out on a date night and have a closing encounter, let's put it this way. I think this one is perfect for the occasion, Dolce Gabbana D1 EDP. Number 7 spot, Tom Ford Black Orchid Parfum. I've chosen this one over the EDP not only because it's the latest release from Tom Ford, in which we have a full review that you can check. There should be a card somewhere, but also because it's with the plum note, with the rum absolute note that has been added here. I think the fragrance itself is a little bit more interesting, is a little bit more deep and dark compared to the EDP. So I genuinely think that this one is really perfect for the fall. Great longevity, great sillage, okay projection. Black Orchid, Tom Ford Parfum. Number 6, Chanel Allure Homme Sport Eau Extrême. This one is really interesting. It has a really fresh, really uplifting opening, citrusy, clean, it's beautiful. But then it gets interesting because it dries down with some woody notes, so there are some woods, and there are the tonka bean in the base. So the tonka really give this sweetness on the fragrance itself, so it has a really interesting journey with this one. I think this one is perfect for daytime, fall, daytime. This is just beautiful. Chanel, Allure, Homme Sport or Extrême. Number 5 spot, Yves Saint Laurent, La Nuit de l'Homme. This one is a beautiful, sensual, spicy fragrance. There is a cardamom and cumin notes that are really amazing, really well executed. I think the best environment for this one would be a date night, similar to the Dolce Gabbana, the one, because the performance still are not the greatest. So being so sensual and so warm, I think that a date night can be the perfect environment for La Nuit de l'Homme. So definitely check this out, Yves Saint Laurent, La Nuit de l'Homme. Number 4 spot, Viktor and Rolf, Spicebomb Extreme. This one is a classic designer fragrance, saffron, tobacco, leather, and of course spices. This one has some vanilla in the base to sweet things up a little bit. This one is a really masculine, with really great performance, really good longevity, really good projection too, so it can do really good during fall and winter as well. So, top 3, and number 3, we've got from Dior, Eau Sauvage Parfum. Now, I think this is the perfect daytime fragrance for fall. It is this barbershop style, really fresh, but it has a sweetness in the base. It's really classy. This one is pure class in a bottle. It's a little bit more mature, so I think to pull it off, probably a little bit more well dressed. I think dress up, daytime. This one is beautiful. This one is beautiful. It's so opulent, so classy. Dior Eau Sauvage Parfum. Number 2, from Tom Ford, we've got Tom Ford Hombre Leather. If I'm not mistaken, this one was Hombre Leather 16, that I think was part of the private blend back in the days, and then was at some point repackaged into Hombre Leather and moved to the signature line. This one, as the name suggests, is a leather fragrance, a leather-based fragrance. But this one is beautiful, it's so smooth. Right off the bat, when I smell this one, it reminds me leather jacket. But it's not a sharp leather, like can be Tuscan leather, for example, which I find quite a bit more challenging in compared to Hombre Leather. Hombre Leather, I think, is really smooth, really cozy. There is some sweetness going on. There is a fruity vibe going on as well in here. I think it's really beautiful. Of course, it's not for everybody, because if you don't like leather, you won't like this one. But I think that among all the leather fragrances on the market, this one is one of the most smooth and one of the most wearable. So definitely check this out. Tom Ford Hombre Leather. And for me, the winner is Dior Fahrenheit Parfum. This one is a really important fragrance for me because it reminds me the original Fahrenheit that I was used to wear when I was I don't know, 15 or 16, so literally ages ago. It has the same DNA, but is way more refined, is way more classy. You have got way less than this gasoline petrol vibe going on. It's still there, but really toned down, so it's more wearable. And then you've got a little bit of boozy, a little bit of leather as well. So it retains the same DNA of the original Fahrenheit, which way more class, way more elegance, and I think it's just better overall. This one is really versatile. You can wear it pretty much whenever you want, daytime, nighttime, daytime. I mean, it's so versatile because it's so classy, it's so beautiful, it's not unapologetic, it can own a room. I mean, depends on how many spray do you use, but I think this one is perfect. It's just the perfect fragrance for fall 2020. So the question of the day is, what is your favorite design fragrance for fall 2020? Comment down below. And that wraps up our first list of designer fragrance for fall 2020. A niche version is gonna come really soon. Top 10 niche fragrance for fall 2020, so stay tuned. If you got any value from this video, please give it a like, subscribe and click on the notification bell so you can be notified of all my future content, new review, new top 10 and giveaway. Yes, we're gonna have a giveaway really soon, so stay tuned. Thank you for watching, I really appreciate it. See you soon on the next video. Ciao!